All right, world. Welcome back to Real Estate Solutions. This is Alex Stanton, your Boston-based real estate investor and agent. I'm here to talk to you today about the power of the house hack and the FHA loan. Very excited about this one today. So I personally am renting right now. I do have one investment property out in Western Mass, but I am looking to buy a house hack within the next year. And I think this is an amazing option. I highly recommend it if you are someone who's looking to get into investing, especially if you're willing to do some self-management. It just creates a very, very powerful avenue for you to eliminate your cost of living and dramatically increase the gross of your net worth. So I'm going to talk about that. We are going to get on recording right now. I already ran an analysis for a property over in Providence right now. And we're going to talk about what happens when you take it from just an investment purchase to a house hack. So this property is 30 Brighton Street in Providence. It's listed for $389,900. So we've got all those numbers in there. It's three units, 3 beds in each unit. Every single unit is above 1,300 square feet. We got 1,360, 1,400, 1,483. The top floor unit is small. It's got some pitch ceilings. I was looking through that. So I don't think that one has as much room for expansion, but the first 2 floors definitely do. If you wanted to go with a little bit of a bigger rehab and you had the time to do this, you could easily turn those into 4-bed, 2-bathroom units, which would really jack up the prices. I'm not running based on those numbers right now, but I absolutely think it's a great opportunity with this property in particular. So I run the numbers just based on where the rental averages are for the area. I went at the median rather than the average, since the median was a little bit lower. And what I did is I actually pulled a pro report because I was excited about this one and I wanted to see what's happening. So we do have one property that is weirdly low priced for the area. We have a 3-bed, 1-bath that's listed as 3,000 square feet that rented for $1,400 just this January. We have an 1,100 square foot property that rented for $1,350 very close by in July. Then we have another one very close by that's at $1,580. So that's closer to the same square footage that we're at for $1,500. And then we've got one at 900 square feet that rented for $1,500. All of these are in a very close area. We've got one without the square footage listed that rented for $1,750. We can assume that that's a little bit nicer, potentially on the bigger side. But what I can see from this is that we don't need those 1,500 square feet in a 3-bed to get that rent. We really just need the property to look right. This one's definitely a little dated. It does look like the upstairs is actually in potentially the best condition of the units. Nothing from the photos appears to have any big issues. It's just cosmetic. Stuff is dated. I think that top floor unit would be a good owner-occupant route. If you decided that you wanted to have that with some privacy, then you're just going to have to fix up the downstairs units, make them a little bit more attractive. But that really, if you look at these floors, they're pretty good. We'd be looking at throwing up a new coat of paint. Maybe you want to remove that wainscoting and replace that with drywall. That would get a little more expensive. We can start with that paint. Replace those countertops, repaint and sand the cabinets. I think we can comfortably get in and out with a light cosmetic for about $15,000 a unit. So that's where I threw those reserves at. And in fact, if we take out that 3rd unit, since we're going to live in it, that would be about $30,000. But I'm going to run through the investment rates first. So we're looking at an 8% reserve each for our basic allocations. That's basically a break-even property. Not horrible, but not great. But now here's what happens if we live there. We're going to take that 5% down payment, or even 3.5%. Buddy, let's figure that out. Okay, 96.5%. Duh. We're going to get under a 3% interest rate. If your credit is good, I did just get an email from one of my lenders that said 2.65 for the FHA loan, which blew my mind a little bit. So we're going to hope that we can get that. Again, we're going to drop down that reserve a little bit. Let's call it $20,000 a unit, just to give ourselves a little bit of extra cushion on that rehab, really drive up the prices for those. So we're going to make those as pretty as we can. We're also going to get to drop the tax rate. Instead of 3.1%, we're looking at about 1.8% for the property taxes for the year. Oops, excuse me. Which is a significant savings there, almost $5,000 annually. Insurance is going to go up a little bit because we also need to factor in private mortgage insurance. So we're going to do a PMI at 0.5% of the purchase price. So that's going to jack up our insurance a little bit. Utilities, nice thing is here, you're actually factoring in some of your own utilities to this living cost. Because we're going to self-manage, we're going to drop that to about a little over $100 a month for the general cost of managing the tenants. We're going to keep that vacancy where it is, repairs, CapEx, all that stuff the same. Now we're looking at, let's eliminate one of those units. So we're looking at about a $633 cost of living. When you measure that against paying that $1,500, that's pretty awesome. You're saving yourself almost $900 a month with this. If you wanted to go a little further, and we say, okay, instead we're going to rent out 2 rooms in that 3rd unit, you'll be looking at about $1,300 a unit. Then we're actually positive. Then you're getting paid $100 to live there, and in the meantime, set aside $1,000 a month in reserves. So that's just what happens when you take that power of the house hack and apply it to real estate investing. It will help you grow your net worth and save a lot of money on your living expenses. So just something to consider if you're looking to buy your first property. I think it's a great way to go. Thank you for watching. As usual, if you do exactly what I put in my video, it may or may not work for you. Don't sue me. Make your own decisions. Do your own analysis. This is just a starting point. Link will be in the description. Thank you for watching my video. Have a great day.